Toyota just quietly updated one of the most overlooked SUVs on the market, and the 2026 Corolla Cross is arriving, with changes that are genuinely going to surprise people. If you've been searching for a subcompact SUV that's affordable, safe, and won't bleed you dry at the pump, this updated Corolla Cross might be solving problems you didn't even know it could solve. But before you get too excited, there are some very real drawbacks hiding under that Toyota badge that could send you straight to a competitor. And that's exactly what this video is going to break down, because these are the shocking pros and fatal cons of the 2026 Toyota Corolla Cross. Starting with the good stuff, here are things the 2026 Corolla Cross is getting genuinely right. Number 4. Excellent fuel economy with the hybrid. Think about how much of your monthly budget is quietly disappearing at the pump. For the average driver covering 15,000 miles a year, the difference between a 30 miles per gallon SUV and a 42 miles per gallon SUV is not a rounding error. It's several $100s back in your pocket every single year, without changing anything about how or where you drive. That's the conversation the Corolla Cross Hybrid is opening for 2026. The hybrid version is a completely different machine from the gas-only model. A 2.0-liter four-cylinder working alongside 3 electric motors produces a combined 196 horsepower, with all-wheel drive standard across every hybrid trim. The EPA numbers are hard to argue with. 46 miles per gallon city, 39 highway, 42 combined. And it's not just efficient. 0 to 60 arrives in 7.3 seconds, nearly 2 full seconds quicker than the gas model, so fuel savings and confident acceleration are going hand in hand, rather than trading against each other. For commuters and fuel-conscious buyers, the hybrid is going to be the version worth the extra investment, and the running cost gap will close that price difference faster than most expect. Now, a powertrain. This capable deserves an interior that matches it, and that's exactly what Toyota has been working on, which brings us to number 3. Number 3. Updated cabin. There's nothing more deflating than sitting inside a brand new car and immediately feeling like you bought last year's model. Outdated screens, cramped layouts, hard plastics where soft ones should be. The Corolla Cross has drawn that criticism before, but that story is changing with the 2026 model. The headline upgrade is the infotainment screen, a new 10.5-inch unit replacing the outgoing 8-inch display, running Toyota's latest software with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Sirius XM as standard. A 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster is now available on select trims, the center console is being redesigned with a cleaner layout, and wireless charging is landing as standard on LE and XLE trims alongside rear USB-C ports. The cold weather package is also bringing a heated steering wheel and heated front seats to XSE and all-wheel drive models, but a nicer cabin means very little if the car isn't keeping you safe. And what Toyota has done on that front is genuinely worth paying attention to. Number 2. Safety features. Here's a scenario that plays out every day. A driver glances down for 1 second too long, and the car ahead stops. In that moment, it's whether the car can intervene faster than human reaction time allows that matters most. And the Corolla Cross is going to be equipped for it on every single trim level. Every trim, beginning with the base L, is arriving loaded with driver assistance technology that many rivals are still charging extra for. Automated emergency braking with pedestrian detection, lane departure warning with accident avoidance, adaptive cruise control, road sign assist, and automatic high beams. All standard, no option packages required. Blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert are available on higher trims, rounding out a safety portfolio that is genuinely punching above the car's price point. For families and anyone spending long hours behind the wheel, this is one of the most comprehensively equipped vehicles in the segment. And all of that standard equipment is landing at a price that's going to raise a few eyebrows, because when you add it all up, the value case for the Corolla Cross is stronger than it's ever been. Number 1. Excellent value. Most people shopping in this segment are running the same mental calculation. How much does this actually cost me to own, not just to buy? The 2026 Corolla Cross is going to win that calculation for a lot of buyers. Compared to rivals like the Honda HR-V, Hyundai Kona, and Kia Seltos, the Corolla Cross is stacking up well not because it's always cheaper, but because it's arriving with more content at comparable price points. Wireless smartphone integration, Sirius XM, rear USB-C ports, wireless charging on upper trims, and the full safety suite, all included from the start. 2 years of complimentary scheduled maintenance is also part of the deal, meaningfully reducing the real cost of early ownership. For value-oriented shoppers, this SUV is going to be harder to dismiss in 2026 than it's been in any previous model year. But as strong as that value case is, there are 3 issues that could completely unravel it. And the first one starts the moment you try to get somewhere in a hurry. Now, with the bright side covered, here are 3 cons that could send you shopping elsewhere. Number 3. Underwhelming gas engine. Picture this. You're merging onto a busy highway with a gap in traffic that's closing fast. You push the accelerator to the floor and the car hesitates, gets loud, and nothing happens quickly enough. That is the daily reality of the Corolla Cross gas engine, and it's worth understanding before signing anything. The naturally aspirated 2.0 liter produces just 169 horsepower through a CVT, and 0 to 60 is taking 9.2 seconds in all-wheel drive form. Push it and the engine turns coarse and buzzy without any meaningful payoff in speed. Highway passing requires planning every single time because the powertrain isn't responding with urgency when called upon. The Mazda CX-30 is available with a turbocharged engine that transforms the ownership experience entirely. Therefore, buyers who test drive both are going to come away with a clear winner, and it won't be the Toyota. A weak engine is one problem, but it gets compounded when the car around it isn't particularly rewarding to drive either, and that's where number 2 comes in. Number 2. Forgettable driving experience. Here's something most reviews don't say out loud. Spending 40 or 50 minutes behind the wheel of a dull car every single day adds up. The cumulative effect of a vehicle that gives you nothing, no feedback, no engagement, no connection, starts wearing on you quietly over months and years. The Corolla Cross is that kind of car. The steering is light and uncommunicative, the chassis understeers quietly through corners, and a vague, floaty quality on roads with repeated surface changes makes the car feel less planted than it should. The suspension leans toward comfort, but without any real reward for it. The overall picture is of a crossover deliberately tuned to offend as few people as possible, therefore producing a driving experience that fails to genuinely engage anyone. Buyers who care how a car feels are going to find the Subaru Crosstrek, at nearly identical pricing, to be a far more satisfying choice. A forgettable drive is frustrating enough on its own, but combine it with a cabin that does nothing to block the outside world, and the picture gets considerably worse. Number 1. Sound insulation. Imagine settling in for a long highway stretch after a full day at work. Windows up, trying to decompress. Then the wind hits, the road gets rough, and suddenly the cabin sounds like the outside world decided to come along for the ride. That is what the Corolla Cross is creating at speed, and it's the most persistent complaint following this vehicle across every model year. Wind noise builds steadily above highway speeds. Road and tire noise filters through the floor on coarser surfaces. Push the CVT hard and the acoustic situation becomes genuinely unpleasant. Toyota has a documented history of trailing Honda and Mazda on cabin refinement, both of whom have invested seriously in noise suppression over the last decade. Therefore, the Corolla Cross is walking into every cross-shop comparison at a disadvantage, because stepping from a CX-30 or HR-V into this cabin makes the difference immediately obvious. For anyone taking regular highway trips, this is a quality gap that could very realistically push them toward a competitor, and Toyota hasn't done enough with this generation to close it. So here's where the 2026 Corolla Cross actually stands. A hybrid powertrain that's genuinely one of the most efficient in the segment, a cabin that's finally catching up with the competition, a safety suite that shames most rivals at this price point, and a value package that's harder to argue with than ever before. But the gas engine is still struggling to meet modern expectations, the driving experience is unlikely to leave any lasting impression, and cabin noise at highway speeds remains a problem Toyota hasn't taken seriously enough. If the hybrid is your choice and fuel savings are the priority, this is going to be a very easy car to live with. If you're buying the gas model and spending serious time on the road, the Subaru Crosstrek and Mazda CX-30 are going to give you a more complete ownership experience for similar money, and that's a gap worth thinking about before you sign anything. But even the models we've just mentioned are far from perfect. If you want to learn more about the Subaru Crosstrek and its weak points, make sure to check out our next video. The hybrid version is expensive, the cargo area is small, and these are just 2 of several potential deal breakers.